It's been announced that production on the new romantic comedy TUMBLEDOWN has begun. Deep in the Maine woods, Hannah, played by Rebecca Hall, is unable to move on after the death of her husband, an acclaimed musician and the subject of a biography she's struggling to write, when she meets Andrew, played by Jason Sudekis, a brash New York academic who has a different take on her husband's life and death. The unlikely pair must collaborate to craft the famous singer's story and begin to write the next chapter in their lives together. John Byers, sell the sounds of TUMBLEDOWN.
Sell. This is a horrible sounding. I mean, the core of the premise sounds mildly interesting. It reminds me a little bit of this old Sally Field movie called Kiss Me Goodbye. I don't know if you remember that, but it has a little bit of a feel about that to it. And I love Rebecca Hall. I became a huge Rebecca Hall fan. Remember Vicky Cristina Barcelona?
Yeah.
Everybody, all anybody wants to talk about Vicky Cristina Barcelona is the threesome scene, you know, with Scarlett Johansson and Penelope Cruz. Understandably so.
Right. Sure.
But to me, Rebecca Hall stole that movie from these three huge, giant actors, and I thought she stole that movie. I've liked her in everything I've seen her in, and I'm a big Jason Sudeikis fan. I mean, I could watch a 5-hour loop of him doing the running man of What Up With That from Saturday Night Live and just laugh the entire time. I love him. I think he's great. But for whatever reason, nothing about the description of this inspires me. Obviously, once some more descriptions come out, we see a trailer, that could all change. But for now, it's a sell.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it mostly for the reasons you gave on the positives, and because look, we don't have a lot of good romantic comedies these days.
True.
And one of the reasons is because they were throwing the same formulaic stuff at us, like Reese Witherspoon in this and Katherine Heigl in that.
Yeah.
Now we get Rebecca Hall and Jason Sudeikis, who are likable people and have a fan following and can really pull off good material. I like the idea. It's simple and it's a back and forth. It's like that movie that just came out, Drinking Buddies, recently.
Right, that she did with Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, I dug. It was Olivia Wilde, Sudeikis' wife, and he had a small part in that. But those types of small comedies and things like that, I like those type of movies, and I think that we need more of them. And this sounds like that, so buy it.
Schnepp?
I'm gonna hesitantly buy it for that reason alone. Like I feel like if they are able to capture that, like When Harry Met Sally, but like a more of a realistic, grounded thing, like it's When Harry Met Sally, when somebody died and they had to write a book. It's like, without like a big, broad kind of hangover comedy, but more of a realistic adult drama with some funny moments in it. I don't even know if it's gonna be a comedy. It might be straight up, I
think they said
it's a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's like, I'd like it to be more of a realistic. Well, I guess we'll see when we see the trailer. But for right now, I'm gonna hesitantly buy it.
Going on the scene about Jason Sudeikis and the smaller films, I know I bring this up all the time, but I got to be the champion for this film. Jason Sudeikis did this little comedy about 2 years ago called A Good Old Fashioned Orgy, and he did it with Lake Bell and a couple of cast members from The League, and it is hilarious. So if you have not seen A Good Old Fashioned Orgy, it is on Netflix. Jason Sudeikis is the lead guy in it. Watch it. It's really quite good.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.